I just turned 18, and I was a dropout. I worked at the Paramount Theater in Los Angeles for 3 years when I was assistant manager. Anyway, the cashiers were going to work for banks, and I figured since I was their boss and I could reconcile books, so I went and made an application.
I wasn't actually a banker. I used to run a computer center. 132 people were working on what we laughingly called the swing shift, you know, and I supervised the handling of about $200 million a night in checks. I'd get off work about 1 o'clock in the morning and go to the bar, go until 2 in Los Angeles, and drink very quickly. I'd write songs all night. In the daytime, I'd hustle the songs, and then go to work at the bank. I didn't stay up every other night for 7 years, but I did stay up a lot of nights.
My partner and I were in the office one particular day, and Harry came in and he said, "What are you guys doing in here?" And I said, "Oh, we're writing," and we schmoozed for a little bit. I said, "What do you do?" And he says, I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter." I said, "Oh, great, play something, sing one of your tunes."
It's just no good anymore when you walk through the door of an empty room and then you go inside and set a table for one. It's no fun when you spend a day without her.
I looked at my partner and he looked at me, and we both understood that we were not supposed to respond the way we felt, because if we did, we would leap up in the air and give him the world to sign with our publishing company. So he finished his tunes, and I said, "Gee, that's great, Harry." And I said, "Would you be interested in a publishing arrangement?" And he said, "Oh yeah, man, that'd be great." I believe we paid him $50 a week to write for our publishing firm. And that was heavy bread for us.
Can't go on without her. There's no song without her. Hey, all you girls gonna flip your bonnets. Hey, here comes the plane with the Beatles on it. Look, there's John, Paul, George, and Ringo. One of them's taken, but 3 are single. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Beatles to stand up and holler, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I was still working at the bank, and I hated the Beatles because I said, shh, you know, they're beating me to the punch. And then there was that moment when you say, well, you're either with them or against them. And I decided to go for the latter, and I said, yeah, they really are that good.
We'd be arguing about the Beatles, and he'd say, the Beatles are the only band. There's only one band, that's the Beatles. No one else matters.
See, I just assumed that people would discover you, that they would spot in you the talent that I knew I had. I used to do demos and did jingles and hung around with people who were in the business. You know, you meet one and he introduces you to a friend of his who knows a songwriter and somebody knows a producer. And then the ultimate test is when you say, can I play you this?
The Monkees were recording an album called Headquarters. And it was the first album that we had been allowed to choose all our own material and record everything ourselves. I don't remember what happened behind the scenes, but this kid showed up named Harry Nilsson with a song called Cuddly Toy.
You're not the only cuddly toy that was ever enjoyed by any boy. You're not the only choo-choo train that was left out in the rain the day after Santa came. You're not the only cherry delight that was left in the night and gave up without a fight. You're not the only cuddly toy that was ever enjoyed by any boy.
When Davy Jones said he would record Cuddly Toy, the music publisher that was there, Lester Sill was the guy's name, he says, we walked outside in the parking lot and Lester said, you can quit the bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the center ring, presenting Nilsson and his Shandamanium Shadow Pole.